Alright, and welcome to the channel, and today, as you saw, I'm going to explain Man United's season in a prediction way in under 5 minutes. Let's start the timer. Let's keep this very simple. Man United have started a very serious rebuild where for the first time in how many years, Man United have seen that they're on the right track. You look at their board and the members they're bringing in. Ineos are building a team who have football knowledge and football experience, instead of Man United before being run by idiots in suits who decide that they're all about business. Man United is a business, which it is, of course. All teams are, and deep down in every football fan's heart, we know that. But we don't want to accept that. We want to see you sharing our passion to get Man United back on top. For this example here, and as a Man United fan, it's the best place to start. So we're looking at the board, and I have to be honest with you, I think they're building a great team. The way they're not being bullied in arguments anymore when it comes to these back and forth negotiations, there's no way to bully Man United anymore. We will walk away from the deal. But I can't say it's the final solution of it yet, because Man United haven't actually started the season, and we haven't seen how it all plays out across the course of a year when other scenarios are happening. Obviously, this is just the first step. It is a step in the right direction, but it's just the first step. Man United have brought in obviously old legends just like River Nistelrooy, who are going to be an absolute vital part to get some of these players firing. Man United's big problem last season was they couldn't score goals. And listen, River Nistelrooy, one of the greatest to ever do it when it comes to scoring goals. He knows where the goal is. Players like Rashford, Højlund, even your Diallo's now coming through as well. Anthony, I don't think he can be saved, but let's hope so. Whether it's Sancho or Xerxes, all these players are going to have an absolute predator of the box to learn off. Tap into that knowledge and work out where it is. And I think he's going to add an extra level of calm and collectiveness to Man United, and I think he'll complement Ten Hag incredibly. I'm surprised he took the job, but it is good to see. Now, I'm going to move on to Ten Hag. Ten Hag is an absolute controversial figure at the moment. A lot of people thought he was going to go. A lot of people don't believe in him, but I believe last season was a very tough season for any manager with the amount of injuries they received. They received, I think it was 63 to 66 injuries and illness cases and stuff as well. It was insanity, and it's hard to do. But you saw in games like the FA Cup final, for example, when you give him at least 90% of his full squad, what he can do. The deploying of the two false nines and tactically playing a very narrow, compact formation to box Man City out was an absolute just stroke of genius, really. Man City were hot on form in terms of everything as well. They just closed out the league. They did what they need to do. They were heavy favourites going into that game. So to win the FA Cup final felt massive for him in terms of the players that he had as well. It's huge for Mainu, Garnacho, Højlund, all the young players coming through to really give them that confidence booster. Talking about the team though, we're going to look at our last point, which is actually the squad. So when I look at the squad, I look at it and I think there's a lot of players still who need to go. Your Anthony's, I think McTominay, to be honest, I think he's not the first on the list, but realistically, quality-wise, he's probably not enough for Man United. I think Casemiro's legs are gone. There's arguments over Rashford and Sancho. There's plenty of players, Wan-Bissaka in terms of being replaced, Lindelof, there's questions on Maguire. There's a lot of people in Man United's squad where you got to doubt over and you got to question, is it time to go? Eriksen being the final one as well. And I think when I look at it, Man United's squad is still in a huge rebuild, as we spoke about at the start of the video. Obviously, they're still doing that, still working on it, and there's plenty of outgoings first. But it takes me to the point. Ten Hag's tactics, I think, will be spot on. I think he'll be able to mastermind a lot of points this season. I think the squad is a bit, and the board leaves still a bit to be desired in terms of seeing the final product, but they're well on their way. So it's a weird feeling at Man United, but where do I believe they're going to finish? Do I believe they are going to struggle? Do I believe they're going to be doing well? Well, I believe Man United are going to finish top 4. But let me be very clear to you. In my heart of hearts, I truly believe Man United can end up in a title race. I don't think they're going to win the title, but they could have the season that they did in Ten Hag's first year, where they end up in a weird title mix where are they in it, are they not, floating around, maybe trying to pick up second or pick up around the scraps. But at the exact same breath, I have to be honest with you and tell you, I would not be surprised if Man United finished 8th. Nobody knows what Man United are going to do. But at the same time, it's part of the excitement. I think Ten Hag, I think he's going to build a team around the style that he wants. I think he's moving more towards that with the signing of obviously De Ligt as well as Yoro when he does return from injury, and Martinez. It gives him a lot more depth to what he wants. So I think overall, Man United will finish top 4. I think Man United will potentially go on a little bit of a cut run again, but I don't know if they'll quite win it, but I do think they will win the Europa League. That is my honest opinion. I'm going to go Man United 3rd, and I'm going to go Man United to win the Europa League. And that is it. I've done that. As you can see in the timer, under 5 minutes. I want you to comment down below. What do you believe will happen? Where do you believe Man United will finish? Fire them comments down below. I want to see your predictions. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like the channel. Plenty more coming soon. Check out the channel.